Okay, welcome to Diary of a Trader number 14, even though it's probably technically number 30 or 44, considering all the retakes and redos that I've had to redo over the course of this video series. So, let's tackle this one. It's probably my biggest losing day ever. Um, and that's cool. Fortunately, again, this is a demo account. This is where I give myself permission to play around and make sure I'm not making these mistakes with real money and with other people's money too that I'm managing. So um, it taught me, it was valuable lessons. So let's begin with what was the context of this particular trading day. So this particular trading day um, was me playing around with exponentially increasing my bet sizing, which is a um, talked about skill item that Lance Breitstein, who I've mentioned in a previous video, um, says that it's a necessary skill um, needed to be exceptional. And I can correlate that actually with Tom Hugard's work and with reminiscences of a stock operator mentioned there as well. When basically the gist of it is similar to a poker hand, or in general, similar to a game where it is playing with the odds of probability. When probability is stacked highly in your favor, that's when you really have to increase your bet size. Simple as that. There's still no assurance that it will play off, but if the odds are in your favor, you have to hit it big. So now the question arises is when? Like when? What is the significant indicator of you actually pressing enter the market and do that with size, as opposed to just a random button press with size? And I think that's where I went wrong because I didn't know when. It was still just like a gut instinct. Like, yes, the market might have been going in my favor with like a small bet, but then when do I get in? Like, what's the certainty that this actually is going in my favor? So that's where that mess up was. At the same time, I don't necessarily want to be too hard on myself here. Again, like I've mentioned now in so many videos, like my biggest issue at the moment is not cutting quick enough. And again, like I mentioned in the previous video, if you've just watched it, I'll address that in the upcoming video, giving you a bit of a like a timeline here of things to go backwards and forwards into like the craziness of where my mind goes and how it operates. But so yeah, needing to cut is very important, and you can see I've written that in deep red ink in the annotation spreadsheet down below. So you can have a look at that for this particular trading day. I think today's trading session probably would have been a lot. I would have learned a lot even more if I were in a position to be screen recording my trading day. Another thing I learned from Lance is like doing like a tape review. So like you have a screen recording software going while at the same time you're doing your trading session. And then in addition to your spreadsheet, you're also able to go back to that specific time in the recorded video and actually see the trade play out, see the money that where the trade was in the favor, and then see where you left money on the table. So I think that would be better if I had a computer that could actually maintain that. I don't at the moment, which is exactly the reason why we're just doing like talking head kind of videos. Again, the whole intention behind this video series is that as soon as I am profitable and then everything, all equipment gets upgraded, this entire thing gets upgraded. So you can actually see my trades live. That's the idea. To a degree. I don't want it to get too crazy where it gets to the point where something I learned from a coach is that truly wealthy people, they are very silent. um they don't showcase, they don't flaunt their stuff. So I'm need to play around with what I'm happy to show and what I don't want to show. Like for example, I know that there was this incident somewhere in America where this one internet personality there was an armed robbery incident. People tried to steal this person, to steal this person. They tried to steal the person because this person had a certain like holding of crypto or whatever the heck it is, or like a certain holding of knowledge. And my coach has also talked about that. Like there are people who are willing to kill for. Actually, this is probably the best quote that I've heard him say, is that he said, airplanes go missing because one person on the airplane has data. Lots of lives are lost in that airplane, but it's because one person has data. So yeah, conspiracy theories aside, let's jump into this particular Japan session, my most recent trading session. Great intro, I know. Okay, so there were trades that definitely weren't in my favor with this one. I've mentioned ad nauseum about not cutting my losses fast enough. I think I didn't know. I think my psychology was still very weak. So we'll talk more about that in this next video after this one. I'm just looking at the spreadsheet now as well. In general, I think my hit rate has remarkably improved. So that was a goal that I started out with a good couple of months ago. And looking back, actually, I think like I'm really happy with myself. And you have to celebrate your wins at the end of the day. Like I've definitely learned the skill of riding out my trades when they are in favor. So yeah, this was just a very good practice day, I think, at the end of the day, even though it was a significant drawdown. And so yeah, from a positive account, from a positive account, it stayed in a positive account. But I lost how much? I didn't actually calculate that, so I need to put that out in my next update for a spreadsheet. But I lost a lot. Let's just put it that way. And at the end of the day, I left it like not really happy. But again, I just mustn't beat myself up at the end of the day. If this video sounds a little bit random or rambly, or what's the point? I think you have to keep in mind in context that the trading game or the game towards wanting to be expert or wanting to be mastery, it does deal with the finest of improvements to the finest of skill sets. So if you're not there yet, I would say, like that's totally cool, and you must go and just do the best on your journey. I'm just documenting my journey, and I'm really laser focused on just trying to fine tune the things that need the finest of tunings, because I know that I already am close, and I think I'll leave it at that with this video, and just kind of end off with, I know I'm not ready yet for my live money account, but I also know that I'm getting really close. And I think that there's a lot to do with fear at the moment of entering back into the market. But let me go over that and talk about that more in video number 3. I want that one to be more lengthy, just to say everything that I've been up to in these past couple of days. It's crazy to think that it has only just been 2 trading sessions since, for a while. But at the same time, it's crazy to think how much I've grown. And I'm looking forward to seeing how April plays out. I really am. Cool. I'll see you in the next video.